She is a divine river who emerged from the feet of Lord Vishnu, was protected in heaven by Lord Brahma, and was brought to earth by Lord Shiva. It is believed that her water is so pure, it can cleanse us of our sins and can provide moksh or salvation to the souls of the dead. She is a river goddess, who is the mother of one of the greatest warriors that ever lived in ancient India. This is the story of Maa Ganga. After Maa Ganga emerged from Lord Vishnu's feet, her force and energy were too powerful for the earth to withstand. Therefore, Lord Brahma kept her in heaven inside a kamandal or celestial pot, while in heaven she was known as Mandakini or Akash Ganga. Maa Ganga is also considered the sister of Maa Parvati, as both are believed to be the daughters of Himavan, the king of the Himalayas. Meanwhile on earth, there was a king who was desperately trying to bring Maa Ganga to earth for a specific reason. That man was Bhagirath, who belonged to the Ikshvaku dynasty and was an ancestor of Sri Ram. Bhagirath's great-grandfather was an emperor named Sagar of Ayodhya, who once decided to perform the Ashwamedh ritual to establish his authority over ancient India. Lord Indra, worried that Sagar would become as powerful as him, hid the sacrificial Ashwamedh horse in the ashram of the meditating Rishi Kapil. Sagar's 60,000 sons found the horse in Kapil's ashram, assumed that the sage had stolen it, and got aggressive. Kapil was enraged on being rudely awakened from his meditation and turned all the 60,000 princes into ashes with one look. Their souls lay there for several years without receiving salvation. Finally, Bhagirath decided to release their souls from their suffering and grant them moksh. He renounced his kingdom and did severe penance for several years to Lord Brahma to find a solution. The Creator finally appeared before Bhagirath and told him that only the pure waters of Maa Ganga could grant salvation to his ancestors. But only Lord Shiva could withstand the tremendous force of the holy river and could bring her under control. Bhagirath then spent several more years praying to Lord Shiva. The three-eyed god eventually heard Bhagirath's prayers and agreed to help in bringing Maa Ganga down to earth. He grew to a giant size, let his thick, matted hair loose, and invited Maa Ganga to come down from heaven. The holy river began to gush down from the skies with immense force, but the giant form of Lord Shiva calmly stood firm. After Maa Ganga had descended, he tied his hair again into a thick knot on top of his head and released the holy river in a gentle stream. Bhagirath then began to lead Maa Ganga towards the place where the ashes of his ancestors were. But Bhagirath's troubles continued. The difficult-to-control Maa Ganga kept changing her course. At one point, she flowed through the ashram of sage Jahanu, disturbing his meditation. Angered by the river's errant behavior, the great sage drank up all her waters. Bhagirath apologized to Jahanu and humbly requested him to release the great river. Appeased by Bhagirath's humility, Jahanu let the waters of Maa Ganga flow out of his ear. Since the great river had come out of Jahanu's body, she earned the name Jahanavi, which means daughter of Jahanu. After years of dedication and determination, Bhagirath finally managed to give salvation to the souls of his dead ancestors when the holy waters of Maa Ganga flowed over their ashes. She features in the epic Mahabharata as the mother of Devavrat, who went on to become Bhishma, one of the greatest warriors that ever lived. The holy Maa Ganga, greatly revered and worshipped, continues to flow calmly across India, from the northern state of Uttarakhand to the eastern state of Bengal.